Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mission Incredible. We're about ready to play some single solo survival match here on good old HomeFront the Revolution. It's Friday's Eve. It's Thursday night. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening on the east coast of the United States of America. And I am looking to play some good old Brownstone Bushwhacking. I want to play this on easy so I can get used to the way to knock down these vehicles. There's two armored cars here, or armored trucks, if you will, half tracks, whatever you want to call them, jeeps. And these two armored vehicles are followed up from behind with a Goliath, and there's a mediocre amount of enemy that are around them, and you need to try to knock them out in the end. And that's the gist of all this. The first two parts are relatively easy. First part is you have to go in and help the revolution people like you always have to do. The faster you kill them, the better off you're going to be. The second part is actually getting into this fortress, if you will. And there's about a dozen or more of enemies with at least 1 to 2 heavies in there. And you have to knock them down. At the same time, you also have to watch out for any extra enemies that might be on rooftops, and also infiltrating this stronghold as you're trying to hack a particular station that goes slow as hell. At least they don't rush on some of the other ones. Some of the other ones rush real fast, and there's plenty of enemy that come in here and you just overwhelm a single player or even 2 players. But this one here, the second phase, you knock that one down, and then you're allowed to then leave and go after the vehicles. And so it's a 3-part thing, and it's always about speed and essence on the third part. You only have a certain amount of time. These trucks run a certain pattern, and it does vary a little bit, but for the most part, I'm going to try to take you the fastest, easiest way. Basically, you get on the bikes. I drive through the hotel or whatever the hell it is that comes up, and with the bike, and get into the road and get across the street, and then basically take it from there. But without further ado, I will show you what kind of weapons I've got, and I don't usually change these much. I mean, if you've seen it once, you pretty much have seen it all for me. My character setup is basically a battle rifle, which is pretty much maxed out. I mean, it's got a scope and everything. He's holding it right there. It's got the upgrades to everything from hell and back, and that's a good weapon. So, and it allows me to pop heads off pretty quickly. The LMG is a 1-bullet pumpkin head buster. Nothing else to say about this guy. He's definitely got a lot of damage and a lot of bullets to do so. And then the sidearm, for the most part, it's a sidearm. It goes all the way up to upgrade 4, and I'm not really worried about upgrading it to the 5th one because it's relatively cheesy to do that for 300 weapon parts. If it was a little bit better, I might do it. Skills, pretty much, basically you can see them out at the bottom, 20 out of 20. Pretty much followed the fighter skill tree and hung in here. When you choose your points, make sure that you have your experience points and also your skill points, I should say. Your 20 skill points and also your cashola in hand. Make sure you'll be safe to have 5,500 every time you try to choose a particular tier. That way you know if you can advance to another tier and choose something below the tier that you are looking at. You want to get 20 points, make sure they count. Alright, so we're going to do something a little different. A consumable boost. I think I want a pharma, and I think I want a Hail Mary. Only because I don't use these things hardly at all. I've got a ton of them. Hardly ever use them. Yeah, so I'm finding out the Hail Marys every once in a while are pretty decent to use. Keep you alive. I mean, go all that way for what? So therefore, I like to use a Hail Mary every once in a while, which isn't bad. And the boosters, I mean, the boosters would have been great if I really cared to use them when I was going to all of the experience point grabbings, if you will. And you can see here, man, I've got like 91 health. I mean, really? So, I don't use these as much. I mean, we got about 100 in every category, and it's just strange and obscure why these can't be either traded in for X amount of cash per level. I mean, maybe $10 for the lower level, $50 for the medium level, and $100 for the upper level. I mean, you're not going to make a killing on these, but then you could get rid of them. Alright, so with that being said, the boosters, 15%, 25%, 25%, sure, why not? Let's go for it. Screw it. And we'll use that. We'll use large damage booster and a Hail Mary if we need to. And let's get back to this. Let's get back to good old ready, and let's go ahead and start this. I'm going to hit and shut this microphone off. This is Mission Incredible. I'm going to sign up for a Mission Incredible group. Enjoy the video. I might throw some music on this one, depending on how fast it goes. And we will see you next time.
Okay, Race. Before you can take out the convoy, you need to disable the KPA's zone-wide communications. You have time before the convoy is due to pass through the area, so head to the nearby KPA facility. We'll take out the communications from there. Race. The recon team we sent in ahead of you is pinned down. Help them clear the area of KPA so they can extract from the zone safely.
About time reinforcements were sent! Help us out of here, will ya?
Past the KPA activity. Keep heading towards the facility. You need to get those communications down ASAP. uplink is located within the KPA facility ahead of your position. Our activity in this zone has been light, so the base shouldn't be too well defended. I hope. The vents around the perimeter of the base are vulnerable. A well-placed IED should give you an entry point. Disable the communications array before they can call for assistance. Clear the area as fast as possible. Reinforcements being dispatched to your location. Watch your ass. time they realize something is wrong, the convoy will be nothing but wreckage. The convoy will be entering the area soon. Head back towards the main road and prepare for its arrival. I'll leave it to you to decide where the best time and place to strike is. Just don't let this opportunity pass us by. We have confirmed reports that the convoy has entered the area and hasn't changed course. This is it. Make sure you're in a suitable ambush position, Riggs. We're only gonna get one shot at this. No pressure. The convoy is approaching your position. Be careful, people, but don't let that car escape. Strike hard and fast. We've located an extraction point not too far from your position. Get your asses over there as fast as possible. It won't take the KPA long to realize something has happened. You definitely don't want to be around when they come looking. We're picking up a lot of KPA activity in the zone. I think they've worked out that something's wrong. You better get out of there fast.